First of all, the barn. We didn't know what we were doing. It was a surprise. So when we hear we're going to a barn, I'm like, am I being kidnapped? Has all this led to me being like bound up and like going inside? I didn't like know any of these guys by their faces, right? But we go inside and this thing is beautiful. The barn is beautiful. It's a barn studio. Everything's laid out. I mean, it's well designed, and you have the two sound booths.
How did you know that I wouldn't last a minute? That I would be so lost without you? That this life wouldn't mean a thing without you.
West Barn. Oh, I almost forgot about that. Lordy. That's, oh my gosh, the West Barn. I held a Grammy, folks. I got to touch a solid gold Grammy.
Yeah, we went to the West Barn, which was by far like the coolest thing ever. That recording studio was amazing. One of the best I've ever seen.
This place is absolutely insane. I walked in here, I got butterflies. Look at this, yo, a Grammy. Remember this. OTO, we're gonna get one of these one day. I just touched a Grammy.
You can see like the records on the wall, on the Grammy, sitting there, and all these things, and it's just beautiful. And then I thought that was like the highlight. But then we have these three amazing guys who just get real with us, and they're talking to us about things that they wish, basically, that people had told them at the beginning. And these guys are so wise, and they have so much knowledge in them from all the things they've been through.
Hey, I'm Joe West. This is my barn here, the West Barn in Franklin, Tennessee. I'm a songwriter and record producer and a fan of music. And pumped to be here, hanging out with you guys.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah, I know.
It's truly a blessing.
We're insanely pumped about this. This is incredible.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people dream of just being able to have advice from someone like Joe West and Ben and Brent, and we got to do that. Like that's some people's life dream, is just to be able to do what we did a few days ago.
I'm Brent Shuttleworth. I'm a singer, songwriter, producer.
Getting to pick the brains of people that have been around the industry for so long was awesome, and really helped ease our minds, I think.
My name is Benjamin Holman Richards IV.
Wow.
Really, just call me Ben.
Yes, sir.
I'm primarily a songwriter, primarily a lyricist within songwriting, but I'm an artist, guitar player. Amy actually discovered our band back in 2003 and then went on to sign my band to Universal, and so we've known each other a really long time. We go way back.
The greatest thing that I think I got from that was the things that I thought were mistakes. Without those mistakes, I wouldn't be where I am.
You know, I've been thinking a lot about tonight when Amy invited me along and what to share with you guys. The little snippets of experience and knowledge that I can offer you can come from both an artist side, an artist that's signed to a major label side, but then also kind of being deeply involved on the other side, being that for a while I ran a venue, and then I always defaulted into being the band manager, and kind of, you know, I think everybody does a little bit of that. Once you get up and rolling, you realize like there really is no, oh, that's not my job. It's kind of like you need to do a bit of everything.
Yeah.
And where are you guys based?
I'm based in LA.
Okay.
LA. Yeah, I'm in California. Yeah.
LA.
Okay.
Missouri.
Yeah, for sure.
So, Sam thinks he's Australian.
Oh my
Go
God.
ahead. He's been practicing for you.
Introduction. Wow. All right.
Same thing.
He's really good at
He's like
accents.
pressure.
I know.
G'day.
G'day, mate. How's it going?
Ah, that's pretty.
Thank you. Yeah, I've practiced it for a long time now. I actually lived with some New Zealanders for a while. So there's a little bit of something in the air that's not that, but I don't know. You try your best. Yeah. Yeah, a little Kiwi. Yeah.
Putting a group of people that are that can get along and be kind to one another and be supportive of one another. That's everything in the world, because we've all been through bands and worked in a bunch of different projects, and it's not, it sounds ridiculous, but it's not. It's like to get a good group of people together that are genuinely kind to one another and listen to one another and respect each other's time and space and are supportive. It's like, I'm sure there's dynamics and stuff that like when you're working on stuff, it's I don't know, just from my experience, it's always good to be just kind to everybody.
OTO, baby. You got it? OTO! 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 Come on, boys, blow it out!
Hey, ready?
3, 2, 3!
If you keep pushing on something hard enough for a long enough time, it's going to move. I would say really enjoy that. And take it as positive affirmation that you're on the right track. Take it as good self-ego. Don't let it define who you are, but be able to enjoy it and say, this is something that I've been working my whole life for. And now it's like the heavens have opened up and it's affirmed that I should be doing this. And this is building up my good self-ego.
Yeah.
But just keep being the guys that are sitting here today.
Thank you so much for that.
Yeah.
Thank you. You guys have some knowledge, yo. You've been dropping some knowledge on us.
We just got started.
So I'm ready.
It's on the first day.
I'm ready. Look at my notes.
Simple. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's all I do. That's it.
The strange thing about the music industry, even though it's fast-paced because our world is fast-paced, the music industry still works ahead of itself. So whatever you're hearing on the radio now kind of was moments in rooms 6 months ago,
Years
ago.
Is he rocking in there?
It's a little dark, but.
I know you're going to talk a lot about branding and culture and stuff like that comes along with the band, but ultimately the brand is you guys. It's your energy, it's how you interact with one another, and your fans are your lifeline. They are everything. They are responsible for every bit of your success. Every tweet, every post, every snap.
Nothing greater than when you're all on the same page, and you just have that song that you're all just vibing on, or you have that gig that you've just nailed. There's nothing like it, because it's truly like you marry each other.
First bite, boys.
You guys got it?
First bite. I've met.
Woo! It's like you're getting married or something.
You gotta show it. Oh wait, we gotta do. Oh, you're left-handed. Mazel tov. We gotta do it. Cross it up. And cross it up with broom. Cross it up. Hang on, we gotta do this with everybody. Here, no.
So yeah, this is kind of a broad one, so you can take it however you like. But honestly, I don't even know where to start, because I know there's so much information that I could learn. But I guess the question would be, if you could tell younger you the main thing that you wish you had known at the beginning of all of this, one of the main things that you wish you would have known, what would it be?
Well, I'll tell you what someone told me. I was working with an artist and we were having a single that was going up through the charts. And I'm the resident old man on the panel here at 50. But the one thing I share in common with you guys is I still have the passion and fire for what got me into the business. I still chase that as hard today as I did whenever I was 17 or 18. And this is going on 30 years now in the music business. And before I answer that, I'll say I would encourage you guys to work your butts off so you can be in the music business next year. That should be your only goal, is to be in the music business next year.
It was just incredible that someone so accredited and knowledgeable would share that kind of information with us. Like, it almost felt like we were getting in on the secrets of the industry, on the secrets of how to do this. And I genuinely feel like I don't deserve any of this. And I'm so amazed that this is something that God is blessing me with. And so I'm just excited. I'm just excited.
It's like right now you're all sitting in a boat together. And if like you can all row together, you imagine how fast that boat can go, you know? So if you support one another and also make sure that whatever it is you're agreeing upon, you're all in complete agreement.
You guys in essence need to feel like you have the ability to reach for like impossible things that you can't do individually. And maybe the group of the 5 of y'all, along with Shaq and Kyle, you guys get this thing that's like better than all of you. That's what we're shooting for. But you have to have the ability to believe it and to reach for it and to love it and have that be the whole payment. And if that's good enough, well, then you have a really good chance. I suspect we'll hear more about you guys for years to come.
This is not gonna hit me until like 20 years down the line. I'm gonna look back and be like, holy frick! Bro, I don't want to explain it, man. I'm excited. Life's gonna be good.
I know. This is Devin Hayes with Date Night Agency. Jon Klaasen. Excuse me, Jon Klaasen, can I ask you a few questions?
Yeah, go for it.
Jon Klaasen is not interested. He's on his phone right now.
I said, yeah, go for it.
OTO, Grammy worthy in 2020. What do you think?
2020?
Yeah.
It's a joke. 2019.
Oh, there you have it, folks. Thanks for watching Dateline ABC with Devin Hayes.
I think the only reason I'm standing here today is because I'm sitting. The only reason I'm sitting here today is because God has just blessed this. He's blessed me with it. It could have been anybody.